Hi, today we're going to be looking at doing our portraits. So we have half of our face, a pencil, a glue stick, and our sheet of paper. The first thing we're going to do is flip this one over using our glue stick. I'm going to move this out of the way because I don't want to get it on my paper because I want to go right up to the edge along that photo to make sure it really sticks down while I'm working on it. So it's going to get a little bit on my table and we'll have to wash that off later. And then I want to place this as centered as I can between here and here, but I want this white edge to be right up against the edge of my paper. I don't want it to go off my paper, just want it to be right to the edge. And I'm going to smooth it out, flatten it out so that it sticks really well around all those edges. If I have an edge that comes up, I might just turn it over a little bit and add some more glue to it. But it should look like this when you are finished. And then the glue is all underneath, so you can get started right away. Don't forget to flip it over and put your name on it. That's important. And we've practiced drawing our heads kind of free form with those outlines. Today we're going to be keeping in mind that all of those things kind of run parallel to each other as they move down the face. And we want to get our sizes right. So this is our line of symmetry right down the middle of our page where we cut it. I can do special measurements to help make sure that the other side is the same. I can take the point of my pencil and keep it on the line of symmetry anywhere in here. So if I want to know how wide my face needs to be on this side, the tip of my pencil will go on that line of symmetry. I pinch at the edge of my head right here. Then I move that pinch over here in my pencil and I can tip it. And I know this is all the wider my head should be to be this side over here. I can do that same thing, line up my pencil with the line of symmetry, go to the end of my eye where my eye is supposed to be, move this over here, tip my pencil. I know that's where the edge of my eye will end. I can do it again where I line it up on the middle, pinch at the beginning of my eye, move it over, tip it. So now I know that my eye should go from about here to about here, and I want it to line up. So that would be there. This one kind of comes over to here. And if I want to make sure I have it tall enough, I can do that same pinch vertically and kind of move it over here, right? And then know that that's the halfway point. The other thing you can do is take two pencils, one this way and then another pencil this way to mark the edge. I've been sort of doing this long enough I can figure out where those different points are supposed to be. And then I can go in and I can start drawing my eye in about the right size and shape. Okay, and it's going to be sketchy. I don't want to do anything hard lined at first. Same thing for your nose. If you're worried about making sure that it's equally sized, right, you would have to go through kind of go like that, even though you know coming down the eye is going to be about in the corner of your nose. I'm smiling, so that changes it just a little bit, right? And you want to make a mirror image of it as much as possible. Okay. And then my smile comes down. And if I want to go across here, make sure my smile stays the same. It goes to about here. And then over. So you can keep using your pencil, and I look back and forth as I'm drawing to make those changes. Right. And then I'm going to look at this tooth over here, because that will be the next tooth up, and then this one's kind of pointy. And then this one disappears, which tells me I might have drawn my mouth a little too big. Add some light shading. Oh, I have some teeth down here. I don't want to forget those. Go back in and erase those out. And my lip's going to go along there. Shorten my mouth just a little bit. And then when you're shading, you can make it a little fuzzy and sketchy. Then go back in with your finger and you can smooth it out so it sort of matches the gradation over on that side, right? It's gonna be a little shady underneath here. And then my lips definitely are darker, right? But I don't want to let my teeth get dark, so make sure you have an eraser you can go back in and clean up some of that space with. Lips are darker on that bottom edge than they are the top edge, so I'm just going to shade that part and then use my finger to smooth it out. Redefine that line if I need to. Same thing with my chin. So you kind of get the idea where you're looking back and forth, making sure my cheek rounds out here a little bit, so I got to round it out over here a little bit before I come down. There we go. And this is how you're going to go through and add all those shadows in, okay? So keep going.